Hi guys, it is weigh-in Wednesday and it is late in the day. It's probably like after 7. We just got done going to Chinese food. Not what I needed today, but it was delicious and I didn't have to cook. I worked like 10.5 hours and then we went home and helped Daddy put up some big shelves in the basement for totes to go on. Yeah, so now we're gonna run to Walmart and go get The Greatest Showman. Yeah, talk to you later when we get home. Hi guys, it is Thursday, like 5:39 in the evening, not the morning. It has been a little bit of an emotional couple days and busy and crazy, you know, as usual. So I started making 2 videos actually this week, and I've not finished them yet. So I started my weigh-in Wednesday regular update video yesterday. But let me tell you kind of what's been going on. So Tuesday, actually, if you guys don't know, I live in a super old, crappy house that's like falling apart. Everything needs to be redone. The roof, the siding, the electrical, like everything. The tiles are popping off the wall in the bathroom. Like everything needs to be redone. So the second I moved into that house with my honey buns, I wanted to move out. But I love him. And we just do not have the money to move out right now. And we could easily stick like $100,000 in that house, but it'd pretty much be a waste of money. I don't want to say that, but I do want to say that, because the more you stick in, the more crap. It's like a money pit. Just super old, 107-year-old house. Just how it is. So I did something a year ago, maybe, that I don't know, wasn't exactly a fantastic decision, but it wasn't horrible. I was sick of living in the house and I'd had enough, and I was like, you know those apps like Realtor.com and Zillow and all those things? I put our house up for sale without asking my husband. But the thing is, I put it up for sale by owner on Zillow app. And I was like, okay, I did a thing. And I just want you to listen. I was like, you know, I just want to see if anybody's even interested. If anybody will buy this place. We just want to see if there's any nibblers. I said, you don't have to accept anything. And he wasn't happy at first, but he was like, okay, whatever. And I said, I can take it off whenever you want. It's free, blah-de-blah-de-blah. So I did that. And there was like a bunch of people that like liked it. They put a little heart on it. And there was a few people that were interested. But one of those people was like a scammer, and then I didn't trust anybody. So I was like, nah, just done with that. So in the mail on Tuesday, we got like this weird, it was like a black envelope that had like silver Sharpie writing, and I was like, oh, is that a graduation card? Is that like a wedding invitation? And it was for just Dennis. I was like, what the heck is this? So I brought it to him right away, and I was like, what is it? I'm really curious. And so he opened it up and he goes, look at it. And it goes, Dennis, I'm interested in buying your house. Call me, blah, blah, my name and number and all this stuff. And I was like, well, let's just Google this guy and make sure he's not a creepy little scammer. So I Googled, and the only thing that came up was this person asking like home buying questions, and I was like, seems legit. I looked up the guy's picture and name, number, all this stuff, and I was like, there's really nothing weird on there that I can find. I was like, just call him. I'm really curious, like, who wants to buy our house? And so Dennis called him, and he gets off the phone and he goes, okay, the guy's gonna be here in an hour to look at the house. And I was like, it's like the middle of the work week. I have not cleaned everything. I was like, I'm big and fat and pregnant. Like, it's not like our house has been super deep cleaned in a while. And I was like, panicky. I hardly let anybody in our house anyway because it's so old and crappy and falling apart that I'm already ashamed. And I was like, you just offered to show our house with no notice. And I was like, okay. So we rushed around and cleaned up just real quick. And I was like, okay, I don't know this person, and I'm not gonna be in the house when he shows up. Me and Callie are just gonna go to Walmart, go hang out. There's Subway in Walmart. I was like, that's a better decision than any of the other things for supper. So we did that, and I came home, I was like, did you at least like warn him? Our house is really old, it's really crappy, like any of those things? And he was like, I told him it needed some work. And I was like, that's the understatement of the year. But anyway, so he said that he would let us know by the end of the week, and I was like, okay. I was like, I'm not getting my hopes up. I got my hopes up. I was like, ooh, but if this guy wanted to buy our house, I was like, we could bring baby home from the hospital in a new house, one that doesn't suck, one that I'm not ashamed of. And I was like, so I like looked on one of the realtor apps, and I picked out a house that I was like, oh, I love this one. I was like, oh, it could all just work out so wonderfully. Then yesterday, he got a call on his way home from work, and it was the guy, and he was like, okay, I want to put in an offer, I want to meet you at the house, and seemed like excited. And so Dennis is all, okay, if you don't want to be here, don't be home when you get off work. So turns out the guy came and went rather quickly. So I guess he talked to Dennis, was like, oh wow, because we own a big corner lot. It's like right across from the farmer's market. That's the only like redeeming quality there. And the guy was like, oh, the lot's really big. It could fit like a 3-car garage, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, so I can offer you like $25,000. And I was like, Dennis was super upset. Like, that is a huge slap in the face. Even just a plain lot in our town is like $40,000, $50,000. Like, what the heck? And the house is old and crappy, but like, fix it up. And this guy is, he buys places and turns them into rental properties is what he generally does. And I was like, he is looking for a real quick buck. And I was like, he wants to get rich. I was like, that wouldn't even pay off the loan that we have left on the house. And Dennis was, I was like, don't let it get to you, whatever. And I thought I was okay about everything. Then it gets to be bedtime, and I'm all ready. I have to get up for work the next day at like 5 in the morning. Dennis gets to sleep in, Callie gets to sleep in. And so I was running late with my bath and everything else, and so it's like 10:30 when I already get out of the bath and ready for bed. Then Dennis starts talking about this stuff, and it starts stressing me out. I'm pregnant, and I got crazy hormones all over the place. When I was pregnant with my daughter, like, it was a very tough situation. I had just moved in with Dennis. I moved in with him, and 2 days later I found out I was pregnant. And he was a hoarder, the house was horrible, and I just cried all the time. I was like, this house is not ready for a baby, and I was just stressed out. So last night, all of that stuff like came back to me, and I was like, I don't want to feel like sad. I was like, I want to feel good about our home and like get things ready and be excited to bring a baby home. I don't want to be feeling the way I did then. And so I cried and I cried and I couldn't stop. And I was up till like 12:30, and then I had to get up at 5, and already being pregnant, I had to pee 3 times in the middle of the night, and I was like, I am so tired today. So that's what's been going on. Yeah. Long story. Sorry guys, but that has been my emotional story this week. But this weekend should be a good weekend. We've got like 3 of my friends have like birthdays really close together. The person I nanny for, and my bestie and sister-in-law, and then we've got a friend that we all went to boarding school together that's driving up from Nebraska and staying the weekend. So we're having a birthday party for them all on Saturday. So hopefully this weekend goes really good. Yeah. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. I'm almost to my chiropractor appointment. Love you guys. Thanks for listening to my rambling. Talk to you later. Bye.